Alright. What's going on, guys? It's my 2022 Triumph Speed Triple 1200 RS 1200, however you want to say it. The name's way too long. We'll call it my Speed Triple. So, I got this bike. Just want to talk about a couple issues that I've had with it. When I first got the bike, maybe when I got to about 400 miles on there, I was getting these weird readings saying that my trip was like 2,000 miles with an average speed of 250,000 miles. And I mean, I wish I was riding that fast, but obviously it wasn't reading right. The coolant gauge wasn't reading right. Just a lot of stuff wasn't reading right on here. The quick shifter wasn't working. So a lot of electrical issues. I'm not sure how to explain besides just having a lot of wrong readouts, mileage wrong, just a lot of things not working computer-wise on here. So I ended up buying it from a dealership out of town because the dealership here in town is just, the salesmen are garbage, man. Ended up getting a good deal on it too down there, so I had to go with it. That's also what made me decide on the Triumph. You know, I was deciding between the S1000 single R, maybe a 2.0. I've always liked the street triples. The speed triples were cool, I mean the 1050s, but until this year when they redid everything head to toe, I wasn't really too into this speed triple. But when I saw the teasers come out, I was like, oh man, you know, it's a dream bike. So I'm glad I have it. This is a dream bike to own. Unfortunately, living with it hasn't necessarily always been a dream. I mean, with the issues that I had. The dealership was cool. They drove up here and trailered the bike back down to the dealership for me. They went back and forth with Triumph corporate, diagnosing the issues. They had to reprogram a lot of the computer on it. It took a while. It kind of sucked. It took a month. Luckily, they did the first service for me. I had ordered these frame sliders, and I had the fly screen on here. However, I took it off because I'm going to be putting on a power bronze windscreen. And the reason why it's not on here yet is because they didn't give me the stock bracket. And so this bracket right here should only go to right here. So this extra inch right here pushes on the windscreen and it just rattles. I don't want it to be on here wrong. I don't want to scratch the windscreen. So you can kind of see how there's like a little lip right there. So I just need to wait. They have to send me another one. They couldn't find it, so it's going to take a couple weeks for them to send me that part from the UK. So once I get that, I'll be putting the windscreen on here, and trust me, you need it at about 120 miles per hour. The bike is brutal. I mean, anything over 100 is pretty bad, but full tuck, you know, up to 120 is cool, but it gets pretty bad. But anyways, Triumph took care of the problems. I mean, I heard a lot of people having issues with the bike. I was kind of iffy about getting it, but I got it in November, so the bike had already been out, I want to say, for 5 or 6 months, so a lot of the bugs were already worked out. A lot of the recall issues were already taken care of. Now, the only problem that I'm having with the bike is, for a while, like, for a split second when I started up, it would flash a check engine light, but that'd go away. And then I had an oil pressure check engine service read about the oil pressure being low. I turned the bike off and turned it on. That went away. There's the right amount of oil in the bike. I'm not sure where that came from. They told me just keep an eye on it. If it happens again, let them know. It shouldn't be anything. But I was out riding the other day, and the quick shifter didn't want to work either up or down. So I turned off the bike, let it sit for a minute, and reset it. And typically that makes the quick shifter, you know, work. I was out riding today, and that's why it's really dirty. There's a lot of bees out there pollinating the farmlands and stuff out there in the canyon. So there's bees all over the bike. You can see bee guts everywhere. But the quick shifter's not wanting to work, whether I reset it or not. And it kind of sucks, man, because I don't want to take the bike. I have an appointment with Triumph here in town, and I don't want to have the bike sitting there taking however long to be diagnosed. Luckily, while I'm waiting for parts, Triumph allows you to pull the bike out of the garage that's working on it so you can ride it while you're waiting for parts to come in. But I mean, that sucks, man. It's like peak riding season. Me and my friend ride like 3 times a week at least in the canyons. let alone ride every day, whether to commute or just ride around town. But you know, we go do sessions out on our canyon roads. There's a couple roads out here, and it kind of sucks having to wait. So I've had some issues with that. I mean, hopefully, I went out today and it didn't want to work. Hopefully I let it sit overnight. I'm gonna go riding again tomorrow morning. Hopefully it works. I got a video of it not wanting to work. I mean, that's kind of crazy. I was out today and this kind of popped off while I was riding too. Luckily I was able to catch it. But yeah, I mean, besides that, it's a great bike, man. It handles so great. It's got the power. The power band is so smooth. I mean, when you're getting on it out of a corner, you can just feel that front wheel just floating, and you really can't ask for much more as far as handling. I mean, it's great. No issues there. The bike sounds good. I'm gonna get a slip-on soon. I want to get all these issues taken care of first because I don't want to mess up any warranties that might be involved with anything. So as soon as everything is dealt with and running properly, I'll be putting maybe a full exhaust on or maybe just a slip-on. But like I said, with the issues that I'm having, I don't want to mess up the warranty at all. But I'm pretty happy with the bike. It's a fun bike, man. I'm coming off of an R6 for my sport bike. I have a Yamaha Bolt. This is my cruiser right here. I've had this for about 4 years. I'm gonna set this up for stunting. Actually, I'm gonna put some rear shocks on here to lift it up a little bit. I got some Dyna shocks. I just gotta change the eye so that it fits down in here. And then I'm going to be doing a chain conversion. It took me forever to find one, but I found a chain conversion for this bike, so I'm going to be putting that on there. I'm going to put some risers on the bars, change out the handlebars, obviously change those grips. But I've been going out and practicing wheelies on this, and this bike's fun, man, for cruising around town, even going out and taking me to the canyons, put my girl in the back, and people think. But I recommend trying one of these bikes out if you ever get a chance. Anyways, back to this bike. So I wouldn't change my purchase so far. Like, yeah, some of the issues I've kind of thought in my head, like, man, you know, maybe I should have gone with a BMW, even though there's a wait list on it. But again, like I said, I got a really good deal on this bike. I mean, like, really, really good deal. Compared to the pricing on it, you know, out the door, I probably saved like $7,000 compared to what most people are paying for them. So, I mean, can't really hate on that. So I'm really stoked with it still, even though it's had its issues. I'm sure once the issues all get fixed and we're all good, I mean, shouldn't be too long here. I'll start it up. I'm gonna do a whole video about how to get into this dash and everything, about all the settings, about all the stuff you can do. I'm gonna show you how to set it up for your rider settings and everything. Connect your phone. Everything's pretty cool. So I'll show all that. It's even got a map and everything. But let's start it up. Like I said, I've been riding it, so it's not a cold start, but it starts just like that even in the cold. I need to get a tail tidy, but I don't like any of the tail ties that they have, so I think I'm just going to take this off and just put my plate up there. If I decide to even put the plate on. Guys, just want to let you know about the bike. I mean, I still recommend this bike even with the issues that's going on. It's very fun, very nimble. Go out and test ride one. I'm sure you'll understand where I'm coming from once you give one a go. I'm waiting on a microphone to come in the mail, so I'll have better sound quality on the videos. I know there's a lot of wind noise in some of the videos that I'm posting. Once that microphone gets here, everything will be a lot better. So just stay tuned. I'll be posting videos of this bike in the canyon, and I'll be posting a video soon of me showing how the dash works and putting the windscreen on there. And I will be having videos of me building the bolts right there. there. Be making videos of this one. I don't think there's very much content of this online, so if you got a Yamaha Bolt, you know, I'll be doing some cool things with this. Alright guys, catch you next time.